stream. So I'll be sharing this on social media real quick, and then we can get into comic book reading. Don't forget, I'll be back Sunday for gameplay. All right, share. So I'll share this on my Twitter. And later I'll share it to Facebook. There it goes. Still take a little bit of time. There, it's been tweeted out. Soon we'll get some people watching. And if I can get I think it's an average 3 viewers and 50 followers, then I can get this channel verified, so I can accept subscribers and accept bits that have all that money coming in. Right. Now I just need to set the timer for 1 hour. Alright. Alright, so first off, we're going to be reading Spider-Man issue 20. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, Spider-Man issue 20. The Amazing Spider-Man issue 20. How can Spidey battle a foe who is stronger than he is? You're about to meet one of Marvel's greatest arch villains, the Scorpion. I remember the Scorpion from like the old school Spider-Man stories. Spider-Man: The Coming of the Scorpion, or Spidey battles Scorpy. Be sure to keep your eye on the startling Scorpion. We predict that he's definitely a candidate for Supervillain Hall of Fame. Many readers have asked why Stan's name is always first on the credits, and so big-hearted we agreed to put Steve's name first this time. How about that? Illustrated by Steve Ditko, written by Stan Lee. His name is still like boom, right? Like big old red letters. Lettered by S. Rosen. But we still have a feeling that the sneaky Stan put something over on us. Anyway, now it's time for thrills, chills, and spills. Remember the mysterious figure who followed Peter Parker home from school last ish? Here he is again. The next day, he's still lurking in the shadows, waiting for the unsuspecting teenager. So long, Liz. See you around, Flash. Bye, Petey. Go play in traffic, pest. Ah, there he is. This time, Peter's pursued gets unprecedented and follows just a bit too close. My spider sense is tingling. There's some sort of danger near. It's coming from behind me. Nobody there but that stranger trying desperately to pretend he's an innocent bystander pedestrian. Then, after Peter has reached home, I was right. He's watching the house now. But why? Why, Peter? I never saw him before. I don't know who he is, but it can be somehow somebody has figured out my secret identity at last. Well, there's only one way to find out, and what I have to do now had better be done by Spider-Man. He's walking away. That suits me fine. Here's where the follower becomes the followed. 2 blocks later, it's no trick to follow someone silently when you've got the power of 1,000 spiders. And he went into that phone booth. Who can he be calling? Too bad I couldn't hear him from the high up. Uh-oh, he's headed towards my house again. Traveling in his own unique manner, the Amazing Spider-Man attempts to beat the mysterious stranger to his destination. It's almost as though he's an agent for someone else and phoned his boss for further instructions. By reaching his house, Spidey finds too much traffic going by the other side. My unknown playmate is coming from this side. I can't let anyone see Spider-Man swinging into Peter Parker's window. It could be a tip-off to who I really am. But if I can divert that snooper's attention for a minute. Seconds later, a strange bat-shaped object swirls past the startled man below, causing him to momentarily forget his mission. What in blazes is that? Perfect. He turned his head just long enough for me to swing in through my window, unseen. My little flying bat will have turned into a thin standing of webbing again before he can find it. Oh boy, what's Peter Parker gonna do now? But in an effort to retain his balance after flying, Spider accidentally bumps into the wall of his room. Darn it! I hope this doesn't wake up Aunt May. I hear her footsteps now. I was afraid of that. Gotta change fast. Are you all right, dear? I thought you had heard. Gosh, I'm sorry. I disturbed you, and I accidentally knocked over a chair. Then, after his aunt has left, he's out there. There's nothing I can do but let him continue this cat and mouse game, so I can figure out what he's after. But I can't. I must be careful to do nothing to reveal my secret identity to him. The next morning, Old Faithful is still there. It looks like he's making a lifetime job of this. Well, as long as he's aware of him, I'm aware of him. I can't attack me by surprise. Betty surely gets to work early on Saturdays. I'll pay her a visit. And in the newspaper office of J. Jonah Jameson, publisher and undoubtedly head of the I Hate Spider-Man boosters. What's this new item? Some nutty scientist claims to have found a way to cause artificial mutations in animals? Big deal. Why do my editors bother showing me proofs of every important story that comes along? Now, if someone discovered the anti-Spider-Man serum, that would be a story. Oh, how I hate that web-spinning, web-crawling mass menace. If only there was someone stronger than him that I could hire to, hey, wait a minute. That's it. That's the answer. Let's see. Now, what's the name and address of that egghead who can cause artificial mutations? This is my greatest inspiration. I'll rid the world of Spider-Man once and for all. I'll probably get a medal. He's nuts. This dude is nuts. Here it is, Dr. Farley Stillwell. This is perfect. He lives right here in the city, and I have just the man I need to help me with my brilliant stroke of genius. Outside the Daily Bugle, he's probably going to see his girlfriend. This is my chance to take a break. I'll rush off and report to the boss. So far, it's been a complete waste of time. I haven't been able to learn what the boss wants to know. Might as well get ready for him to fly off to the handle. He hates to have anyone fail him. Come in. Boss, I just wanted to let you know I'm still trying to, but sorry I haven't been able to. Mac, guard again. I just am I wanted to see. Never mind your report. I've lost interest in Peter Parker. I have a new job for you. Something much more important than following Parker to learn how he managed to get those great news photos that he sells me. So that's what he was after. So Mr. Jameson hired that guy to figure out how Peter Parker got all those great photos because he's secretly Spider-Man. Luckily, he didn't find out. That's a good thing for Parker. The job I have for you now might be dangerous, Guardian. Who cares? You know me, boss. Just as long as the pay is good. So what's the pitch? Meanwhile, Peter Parker speaks to Jonathan's secretary in JJJ's outer office. Peter, I'm sure you remember Ned Leeds, the reporter I introduced you to a couple of days ago. Sure, how's it going, Ned? Fine, Pete. As a matter of fact, I'm heading for an important assignment. Mr. Jameson is sending me to Europe to cover the disarmament conferences. Hey, that's great. He's a real nice guy, but Betty was seeing too much of him. For once, things are going my way. Ned leaves tonight, Peter. Suddenly, Jameson's door swings open and I'll be gone for a few hours, Miss Brandt. Take all my messages. Yes, sir. Of course. Come, Garson. I'm in a hurry. The man he called Garson. He's the one who's been telling me. He must have been doing it for Jameson, but why? Why don't you come with Betty to see me off, Pete? JFK Airport is less than an hour from here. That would be wonderful, Peter. Then we could ride back to the city together. Sure, I'll be glad to. That's a relief. They can't be serious about each other if they invite me along. Too bad though. I'd rather much have followed Jameson. Oh well. A short time later, at the laboratory of Dr. Farley Stillwell. You mean you actually mutated the rat so it can swim like a fish? Enable a fish to breathe air like a rat? Well, mutated is not the exact scientific word, Mr. Jameson, but I believe you assumed up accurately enough. My work is probably great value to farmers, botanists, and shown such of the likes of doing that you've shown such interest. An informational man like you, publisher of my findings, could further the cause of science immersively. Sure, naturally, but it's not science I'm interested in right now. I want you to work on a special project for me. If it works, I'll pay you $10,000. Wow, that's quite a bit back then, I guess. If it was like $1 million, I'd be like, cool. I'm a research scientist. I don't accept private jobs for pay. And yet, with 10,000, I could buy new equipment, new materials. I'm just not in a position to refuse you, Mr. Jameson. What is your project? I want you to try your experiment on a human being. I want you to give man powers which are greater than Spider-Man's. I have enough serum. I have the know-how, and yet it must be dangerous. I can't guarantee the results. That's okay, Doc. I'm willing to chance it. Moments later, after Dr. Stillwell has shaved Gargan's head, I can give you the powers of a scorpion. For instance, your body would become more powerful than Spider-Man's, but I don't know how it would affect your brain. Who cares? I'm getting 10,000 also for my part in this, and I'll do anything for that kind of dough. Very well then. Drink this. I know I shouldn't agree to this mad scheme, but heaven forgive me. I must have the money to carry out my work. Then long Emperor's period testing begins until he's reacting perfectly. See how his strength has increased and his coordination has already become superhuman. Good, good. Just so long as I'm sure he can beat that blasted Spider-Man. That's all I want. And still, the incredible experiment continues. One of a true scorpion's most potent weapon is his tail. And our synthetic scorpion shall also have a tail, also. Still, well, if it works, I'll make you rich, famous, and become your patron. Hey, got patrons. Check out my Patreon page, Anime Cartoons. There should be a link in my Twitch. For the world must be rid of Spider-Man, and at last you've been given the tools to do the job. I feel like a living dynamo. I become all muscle. I can lick anybody. The experiment is over. There's nothing more I can do. Good, now let's put him in a costume and have the perfect design in mind. I want Spider-Man defeated by someone just like him. It will be poetic justice. And so, notice how he can manipulate his tail automatically. His involuntary nerve impulses activated by mental command serve to. Look, spare me the explanations and Stillwell. Just go long as he mashes at Spider-Man. Give me something to test my strength on. I've got to see if I'm as powerful as I feel. They're satisfied. I granite block, and I can pull it apart with my bare hands. Doc, you're a genius. Wait, look out! What are you doing? Huh? What? Hey, how did that happen? It's your tail. You forgot. You forgot it's attached to you. Your back. You haven't fully learned to control it yet. It's like a sledgehammer. Spider won't stand a chance. I'll have to spend more time practicing learning to incorporate your movements to familiarize yourself with your new powers. Oh, why waste time? I can feel like I could lick an army right now. Do as Dr. Stillwell says, Gargan. Remember, I'm still the one paying you. Report to me for instructions when he says you're ready. Meanwhile, at the airport, how long will Ned be gone, Betty? At least 6 months, Peter. Oh, that's too bad. Hooray. He's happy. You know, Betty, I've no right to expect you not to date other boys, but yet sometimes I kind of wish. Please, Peter, dear, let's not talk about anything serious. No, I'm not. I'm not in the mood. Finally reaching the Bugle office again. Thanks for writing back with me, Peter. I'll see you later. Sure, Betty. I enjoyed it. On it, honey. Ned Leeds is a great guy, but I hope he stays in Europe forever. But now to work. My spirit sense is indicating I'm being followed by more than still, but I still want to see Jameson and try to learn what it was all about. After a time, after a swift change, there's a light in his window. He must have returned from the whatever he went by now. Spider-Man, what do you know? It moves. It really talks. It's really alive. Don't just dangle it on the window ledge. That way you might fall and hurt yourself. Come in. Might have a chair. He almost sounded like a real human being. What is this, a gag, or am I in the wrong place? Not at all, Spider-Man. I just want to talk to you. And I keep you here till the Scorpion shows up for your ignorant fool. He's the only way. He's on his way now. Sorry, Jonah. I'm not buying today. I know better than to trust you. If you want me to stay, it probably means you've got some sort of trap laid out for me. See you around, Chuckles. Wait, come back. Blast it. What's keeping the Scorpion? Then, as the answer to Jefferson's unspoken question, hold it, Spider-Man. You're not going anywhere. Looks like I arrived just in time. Now what? It's some nut in a Scorpion costume. Look, fella, I have no time to play games. Oh, now, so, whop. Still, think this is only a game, little man? The Scorpion got in time, got here in time, and I've got the ringside seat. This is great. Go get him, Scorp. Smash him, attaboy. This is why Jameson wanted me to hang around. He's behind this somehow. Well, I'll polish off this Scorpion character with my one spider strength. Blow, can't chance him hitting me with that tail of his again. It was like hitting a brick wall. He didn't even feel it fall over. He's at least as strong as I am. But how? Ugh. Don't you know that a spider can't ever beat a Scorpion? I don't know what this is all about, but if you oof, he almost knocked the wind out of me with that tail of his. Gives him a great advantage. Try to slug it out with me, will you? Sooner or later, it'll have to sink into that web-headed brain of yours that I'm stronger than you'll ever be. He's right. He's a powerhouse. I got no excuse this time. I'm at the peak of my power, but I can't even begin to stop the Scorpion. Don't worry, it'll be over in a minute. How's we're gonna get out of this? Not so fast, windbag. No matter what advantage you may have, my webbing ought to trim you down to size. His spider's webbing. The one thing I didn't prepare myself for. It's his strongest single weapon. There, now to hold you while I figure out what to do with you. Take a deep breath now, Scorpy, because you've got a lot of explaining to do. No. After all my work, finding someone stronger than Spider-Man, spending $20,000, I just can't have another plan go down the drain again. But then the Scorpion makes a sudden, unexpected move, freeing himself. I just remembered something. Webhead Scorpions have powerful pinchers, which they use at will. And once I have a scorpion, and since I have a Scorpion's powers, I'm gonna have to snip the webbing with his fingers, as though it was made of straw. Eureka! I haven't found the scorpion made mincemeat of Spider-Man's greatest weapon. Nothing can stop us now. Spider-Man is through. And now, being as how you think so much of that webbing of yours, you can have it back again. Forgive if I don't take the time to untangle it for you. He's whipping it out at me with his tail. It's all tangled and knotted. If it's twisted itself around me, I'm finished. There, stay that way for a minute. I want to remember you as you were. Meanwhile, still working in his lab, Dr. Farsley Stillwell has some very strange misgivings. According to these new tests, the scorpion will be more powerful than I thought. The more strength his strength increases, the more his evil nature will take over. I must have been mad to do what I did. Money isn't that important. I may have unleashed one of the most dangerous of all time unknown upon mankind. But there's still a chance to make amends. If I move fast enough, if I get the serum to him in time, it will serve as an antidote. He'll lose his deadly powers before it is too late. And as the desperate scientist rushes to the street, the scorpion proves to be as powerful as Stillwell feared. How does it feel to be on the receiving end of for once, little man? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? How about that? I knocked him out. This is the easiest 10 grand anyone's ever made. Okay, useless. You can sweep it off in that empty water tower. I've got other things to do. Thus, Spider-Man suffers one of the greatest defeats as he lies motionless atop the roof. His mighty muscles stilled, his potent spider power temporarily dormant. Only the beating of his valiant heart testifying to the life which remains, to the awesome energy which is slowly returning. While a scrat few yards away, his triumph foe chortles with ghoulish glee. I've won! I've beaten Spider-Man! He never had a chance! And if I can beat him so easily, then nobody can beat me. No one can stop me. The whole city is mine for the taking. Suddenly, Joe Jamison's voice rings out from a window below. Scorpion, where's Spider-Man? Bring him to me so I can unmask him. Get him yourself. I'm through hearers from you, Mister. Nobody tells the Scorpion what to do. Oh no, I never expected that. If the Scorpion turns against me, then I've gone from the frying pan into the fire. Wait, come back. What? Someone might see you. Stop. The fool is full. The fool, as if I care whatever I'm seen or not. Well, an armed card. There's my chance to get a little spending money. Someone with my strength doesn't have to spend on a boss to pay him. Uh-oh. He's turning the life of crime. With his incredible power pincer-like fingers, the Scorpion peels the upper steel plate from the roof of the car as though it's made of cardboard. Then, empty. There's nothing inside. No wonder they're bringing something now. Welcome, boys. I've been waiting for you. Holy cow, what's that? It's the Scorpion, you fool. Be sure to remember the name when you wake up. Help! Our gems! He's stealing them! Stop him! Somebody! He's getting away! Help! Stop! Thief! When the reports get here and ask who did it, be sure to spell the name correctly. It's Scorpion, the one who defeated Spider-Man. Got it? But now it's returned to a desperately worried J. John Jameson. Mr. Jameson, I can't reach Dr. Stillwell for you. His phone doesn't answer. Do you want me to check the sales figures now? No, don't bother with me. Let that junk like that. Keep trying Stillwell. I've got to speak to him. Meanwhile, all but forgotten upon the roof, a bitter, masked teenager recovers unconscious burning rage in his heart. I was bound to happen someday. I knew I couldn't win them all. But the Scorpion made one mistake. He ran off thinking he'll never have to worry about me again. But he's got to learn how wrong he is. I'll never rest until I catch him. Until I find a way to beat him. He can't have gotten far. I'll comb the area from the rooftops. Wherever he is, I'll find him. But driven by fearful, desperate consumption, Fairway Stillwell finds the Scorpion first. Garston, thank heavens I found you. Perhaps there's still time. You, what do you mean? Time for what? For the serum, to take this serum unless you drink it quickly, you'll never be able to change back again, and you'll lose all sense of right and wrong. Well, you don't say. I got news for you, Stillwell. You're too late. I never want to change back again, but I do know the difference between right and wrong. Whatever the Scorpion does is right. No, you've got to take this. You can't live with that knowledge that I'm responsible for you. But beat it, Stillwell. The only reason I'm letting you live is because I figure I owe it to you for making me unbeatable. Now come back. You've got to listen to me. Get back to the ground, you fool. You can't follow me. And then by the time Stillwell reaches the third floor, the Scorpion's word proved to be poetic. I'm falling, but maybe I can hit him with the serum before I have to. But the doomed scientist throws it short off its mark. I warned him. Well, it's no skin off my nose. I've got things to do. Thud. Then, at that very moment, an alert Spider-Man swings over his head. Happens to see. I'm too late to help that poor fellow who fell, but at least I can grab the Scorpion. Whop! Spider-Man, drop that jewel sack, Mister. This is it. You don't think a lucky knockout would stop me for long, did you? I didn't lose my sleep worrying about it either. I didn't think you'd be dumb enough to come back for more. But you're a glutton for punishment. I'll make it worth your while. But won't it be so easy this time? Now I'm ready for you. If I had a lot of good that'll do you, I'm stronger than ever now, as you're gonna find out. And even as battle progresses, the Scorpion seems to grow more powerful, more dangerous with each passing second. This is the one fight you won't walk away from, punk. But he has already passed the point of no return. Even the antidote serum would not help him now. He is truly the Scorpion. His body has attained the maximum degree of superpower. His brain has totally, simply altered until its standards are those of the predatory beast. He has become the embodiment of all that is evil. Meanwhile, the scheming publisher of the Daily Bugle grows more panicky with each new bulletin he receives. What, Stillwell is dead? The Scorpion has robbed Cardin's jewelry store? A police dragnet is combing the city? People are locking themselves indoors? Nobody knows it, but it's all my fault. I'm the one to blame. If not for me, there would be no Scorpion. Just to satisfy my own personal hatred, I tried to destroy Spider-Man, and in doing so, I've unleashed a far worse menace upon the world. A menace I still no longer control, a menace with no one can control. And even as Jameson remains locked in his office, the prisoner of his own conscience, his own guilt, the epic battle continues. You've had more experience than you might even be more skillful, but power is all that really matters. And power is what I've got. He's right, I was a fool to try to trade blows with him. He is stronger. I've got to change my strategy. Here's where I put you away for good, little man. Then, before Spider-Man can make another move, whoom. There, chew on this for a while. And now the Scorpion Smash ought to be all it takes to ow. I feel as though I busted every one of my fingers. I should have remembered how strong his own muscles are. It feels as though I hit a bulldozer. Well, he ain't going anywhere for a while. I'll polish him off later when my hand stops hurting. In the meantime, I've got one more thing to do. Jameson's the only one living who knows my true identity. With him out of the way, my secret will be safe forever. It shouldn't take any more than a few minutes. And after the Scorpion heads up to Jameson's office, I'm still alive. That means I can fight some more. I got to. He'll have to kill me to stop me. I can feel my strength returning. The next time it'll be different. I won't give him a chance to what's that? Help! A scream from the direction of Jameson's office, but it sounded like Betty. And Sherman's right, it is Betty Brant. Miss Jameson, look, coming in through the window. Do something, hurry. It's the Scorpion. Quick, call the police. I'll try to handle him. Tell everyone to evacuate the building. That's very heroic of you, Jameson, but it won't do you any good. It won't save you. Heroic, but I just don't want anyone to hear him if he's going to say something that'll connect me to him. What are you doing here? What do you want? What, can't you guess? Stop. Don't come any closer. You're mad. I'll pay any price, but don't hurt me. Don't be a greedy Scorpion. You should learn to finish the one enemy before you tackle another. Spider-Man. You should have escaped while you had the chance, you fool. That's just what I was about to tell you. Now, let's see what your Scorpion strength can do against my spider agility. You'll see, alright, soon as I get my hands on you. Don't hold your breath, waiting Scorp. You're not gonna nail me again. Don't you realize that you can't stop me? Maybe not, but I'm sure slow you down plenty, especially since this is my extra sticky liquid webbing. And while you're trying to lift those clumsy gunboats of yours off the floor, I'll just just even the score a little. Let's see if you can still feel such a big man without that artificial tail of yours. Snap. The one of the Scorpion's pincher like hands lashes out, grabbing the battling teenager in the grip of steel. Now it's my turn to overrate you overcreated clown. Though instead of trying to pull away, as the Scorpion expected, Spidey charges towards him and captures him off balance. Oof! Thump. Sure, it's your turn to lose. Sorry, Scorp. This time I'm not playing it your way. Instead of slugging it out with you, I'll use my spider sense to easily dodge your blows like this. And then while you're standing flat-footed, wondering what to do next, I'll join the party. Maybe you're a little stronger, but what good does it do you if you're the only one who can land a blow? Ugh, spam callers. That's it, Spidey. Hit him again and again. Be sure he's beaten. Don't take any chances. Good. What's happening? Have I gone mad? Here I am, cheering for Spider-Man, the one I hate the worst. I hate worst in all the world. Pow! All right, Jameson, he's all yours. Be sure the police get here before he comes again. You beat him. You defeated someone who's stronger than you. It happens all the time. Do you ever hear of David and Goliath? My secret is safe for now. But what scheme with supreme irony it was, saved by a menace whom I myself helped to create, saved by the one he was created to destroy. A short time later. Gosh, I'm all cut and bruised. What did I say to Aunt May and the kids at school? Better think of something fast. And then I guess the best thing to do is crumple up my clothes as though I've been in some sort of accident. I'll say I got bowled over playing touch football. At least no one will be able to disprove it. And so, when you know it, I bump the whole blam crowd all at once. Well, if it isn't Peter Parker, with his face, itty bitty face, all scratched up. Don't tell me a jellyfish like you actually got into a fight. What happened, useless? Did some infant in a carriage beat you up for trying to take its lollipop away? Okay, Thompson, I have been taking all that I can. I'm gonna make you eat those words. Oh, no, you don't. You're not gonna trick me into fighting you while you're all bruised so that you'll have an excuse for losing when I wallop you. Don't want you to have an alibi. He'll never know how lucky he is. I almost lost control of my temper. I'd have pulverized him. But when Peter reaches home, Peter Parker, look at you. What on earth happened? Dear, you're all bruised. I know it may, but it's not as bad as it looks. While playing football and a couple of other times. I hate lying to her, but I have no choice. She's worried herself sick if she ever thinks that I'm Spider-Man. You just sit right down and let me put some soothing medication on those cuts, dear. I do wish you wouldn't play those awful roughneck games, Peter. After all, you know how fragile you are. Wow, he's fragile, alright. He's Spider-Man. If only she were younger. If she could stand the shock, I'd reveal my utter identity, but I dare not take a chance. Later, when Parker is alone in his room, did you hear what happened, Peter? Mr. Jameson saved me from the Scorpion. By pushing me out of the room in time. Yeah, sure, Jonah Jameson, boy, hero. That'll be the day. Glad to hear it, Betty. What do you want to do? Chip in for a medal? Oh, Peter. And perhaps the boy who's really Spider-Man has good reason to feel less than cordial towards the publisher of the Daily Bugle. Did you hear the exclusive story in the Bugle about the Scorpion's capture? Well, he'd probably still be at large if not for Jonah Jameson's bravery. Yeah, according to the story, Jameson's a real fireball. They mentioned Spider-Man too, but it seems he showed up when it was almost over. The next day, I know that anyone with too much power is liable to turn it into a menace sooner or later, and Spider-Man is not exactly no exception. It's still my duty to fight him, to expose, and someday to destroy him. And I will, if it takes the rest of my life, I will. Thus, the strange case of the Scorpion comes to an end for now, and we take our leave of a thoughtful teenage adventurer whom we know as a high school student who wishes he could ask someone else to perform the boring task of sewing up his torn costume. I never did find out who that fellow was who was telling me, or what his connection with Jameson could be, but I'll worry about that some other time. Right now, my biggest problem is getting this sewn without stabbing my finger to death. Well, we shall hope you enjoyed the Scorpion as much as we did. As usual, we'll eagerly waiting for your letters to comment. So, till next ish, stay happy, keep healthy, and watch out. Don't let your web get tangled. The end. That was really good. That was a good story. Alright, so next, we still got 14 minutes left. So we're going to be reading The Emperor and I, chapter... Let me see, I think it's chapter 14. Yeah, chapter 14. I actually forgot to download these, so that I didn't have to wait for the buffer. So I'm reading chapters 14 and 14.5, and reading Ruri Dragon, chapter 6. Chapter 5? Oh wait, chapter 6. So I'm reading chapter 6 of Ruri Dragon, which that will be the last chapter in that's out right now. So I believe there's a new chapter of Ruri Dragon coming out this Sunday. So Monday I'll read chapter 7. All right, let's get to reading the Emperor and I, chapter 14. The truth about Emperor. Hi, Cal. What's up? Hey, I better be faster or to show her. We had plans to go out today, right? Yeah. You can come over to my house instead. I've got a problem. Sure, I guess so. Good. Thanks for coming. Ping. No, this is a surprise, but please calm down and please listen. Please listen. Penguin. Whoa! This is an emperor penguin, right? Huge. It's huge. This is why you've been into penguins. Whee! Whoa! Totally opposite reaction to each other. It's a little sticky. That's because he mainly eats fish. He can let him go now. Huh? Why is there this bird that normally resides in the Arctic here? Now that you're rationally see from the fridge, huh? Truth is, the truth is stranger than fiction. I wish you had told me this awesome news sooner. I was even truly going to tell you. Telling Kendra before me, you two-timer. He found out by accident. Now back to the main problem. You were freaked out because Emperor feathers fell out, right? Yeah. You can't see the skin, so this is just the molting. He's regrowing new feathers, his feathers. Molting. Birds shed their old feathers and grow new ones. Personally, I think penguins do it once a year. I see. But he's acting differently. Now he's lethargic and kind of rude, and he's panting a lot. All molting uses a lot of energy. So that's probably why he's irritable. My birdie gets really cranky during molting too. Screw. Okay. Here's your food. That's rough. The panting is probably because he's hot. Is he eating his food? No, not at all. Did he have a huge appetite before hitting the molting again? Oh yes. How did he know? Penguins stuff themselves with food before molting, and then they fast. Stare. Why are you looking at him from like that angle? Well, Rena, I'm not a vet, so I can't be certain, but I don't think he's sick. I'm so glad. Just leave him alone for a while, okay? Thank you for so much. I'm so relieved. No problem. I'll come again when all the feathers have grown back. So be ready for me. Emperor's sudden change was because of his yearly molting. I'm gonna put some newspapers down in case. He didn't move so much and was very distant. Humph. We're home. Whoa. So his feathers have puffed out because they were falling out? Puff. Yeah, he's still in one place like that for a while and won't eat. Fasting, huh? Hmm. Then fried are these fried mackerels? Yep, they're the ones Emperor is to eat. It was very hard to prepare. I see. And this Emperor's molting period began. However, I didn't know at the time how terrifying molting really was. Dim dim dim. Alright. Chapter 14.5 Feathers and Appearance. The Emperor is currently molting. Lately, I've noticed something about the way the feathers look when they are about to fall out. It totally looks like it. Yep, mostly definitely. I think so too, but I can't stand looking at it. It's freaky. By the way, has Kino touched the Emperor yet? Yeah, though it was more like I got smacked. How's the Emperor now? Is he doing well? I guess he's fine, but he's still cranky. The feathers on his belly were puffed out in a funny shape, so I took a picture. What? Let me see. Check it out. Whoa. It doesn't it look like melon bread? I can't handle stuff like that. It gives me willies. Oh, my mom said the same thing. I guess it's too much for some people. The way it's puffed out, unfortunately, it looks. It's like they could fall out one at a time. That's fall apart. That's fall apart bread. All right, we just finished Emperor and I. Now we're gonna read Ruri Dragon Chapter 6. Ruri Dragon Chapter 6. Can't blame her. The rainy season is deaf here. It's the worst since the weather gives me headaches. Oh yeah, you and your headaches. You feeling okay, Ruri? I took a painkiller. What about you, Yuka? The pressure drop doesn't mess you up? Nope, I've never noticed anything. Jealous. Hey, that's a fresh look, huh? It's the first time we've swapped out part of your uniform in high school. Oh yeah, the blazer was what rained me down, so the change feels great. First works, the vest works. It screams high school girl. Ew. Can you not? Cannot with that? Sorry. Oh, I'm so. How did the study session go? It was fun. It was lots of fun. I even added those girls all on the line. They should be they and we should be making a rubber thing. Oh, nice. Mind if I crash the party next time? After you turned me down yesterday, I don't know. Oof. Somebody's holding a grudge. What horns? Gotta be a hairband or something right out of her head. She she's the one, right? Yeah, they say that chick breathe fire too. For real? Whoa, she's kinda cute. Hey, it's the dragon. Good morning, dragon. Sup, dragon? That's not my name. Good morning, Dagon. At least say the whole word and lay off me already. You good? Him? Uh huh. So icky. What's a dragon anyway? Like, do they really exist? Yeah, what he said. No, you telling me us you're totally fictional. You telling me that us they're totally not fictional. Why the 20 questions now? We're ready to believe yesterday only because we got caught up in the hype. Wait, you mean my mom didn't actually use the word dragon? Didn't she tell you the class after the fire? Yeah, she showed up. Yeah, but she said we'd have to wait for the big reveal. Told us to ask you to your face, which started the whole question game. Geez, mom, why to be so corporate and weird way again? Yeah, uh huh. So what even is a dragon? Are they out there somewhere? What are they like? I don't know. It's not like I ever met one. I'm in the dark too, just like you guys. Huh? You never met one? Why not? Are you not allowed to or something? Nah, that's not it. What man? There's all kinds of families. Oops, my bad. So Yoshika, want to touch the horns? Huh? You're going to know about it before. Think of it as an apology for your hair. I was joking. Horns are not. You're still a chick, so that's pretty funny. Come on, it's no big deal. Just the horns. Me too. With me. Thanks for asking how I was doing. Yeah. So no problem. Okay, let's do this. It's like steel, kinda weird, cold. Really, man, these things are really deadly. Ah, hands off, Mister. Chill, Kashiro. I could give me the green light. Morning. In that case, let me give a piece of that action. Hey, you! Already got a turn last week. Check out Yoshika feeling those horns. They feel cold, huh? Really? Hey, no fair. Hmm. So nice and cool to the touch. When's it gonna be my turn? Haha, go ahead. Look who's Miss Popular. Well, really, basically pulled a 180. Nah, she's always been like this. She definitely leads with that wall, but once it's down, she can be really social. Ruri is really likable. It'd be a lot of lots of kids get to know the other side of her. That's nice, but this whole horn touching feel free seems less than ideal. I'll put a stop to it. Ruri could use a dose of self awareness, I'll admit. Listen, you. Ouch. Those big horns gave you a big head, but are still you're still an amateur at socializing. But uh, I'll the skip the skin ship. What's with boys? Nuh-uh. I don't lie. Besides, I thought you weren't comfortable with boys. Do horns count as skin? Jury's still out there. Anyway, lunchtime. What do you buy? An onigiri. You eat like a bird. Hey, Yuka. Mind if we join? Hang on. Oh, Hishra. Oh, hi, Keshiro. And who's this? More the merrier. This is Merida. You don't mind, right? I mean, what's up? It's just, I don't know, but Eiko, I'm gonna eat some other friends. Sorry. Okay. Is she scared of me or what? Sorry, kinda seems that way. I hope you don't feel that too insulted. To be fair, I do breathe fire. Can't blame her. In a way, I should be sorry. No, that's on me. I should have checked first. I put media on the spot, which wasn't cool. But hey, speaking of, how's the whole fire breathing thing going? We haven't seen. All right, so I'll just finish reading this manga, and then we'll end the stream. We haven't seen much of a Flicker since that first time. Here, Ruri. Well, that'll be more fires at least. I've been practicing every day, so I've pretty much got the gist. Oh, the thing is, when it's ready to come out, I can control it, but when it's not, I've got no way to force it. The inner workings are still a mystery. But no more blood, at least. That's awesome. Oh, you can. I add you online. Sure thing. Huh? They've never hung out. I guess. Well, Kyuya, yeah, Yuka. Oh, you use the kanji for floor in your username. Uh huh. Hilarious, right? It was Ruri's idea. Ha 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 ha. Check out Ruri with the sense of humor. Rip, you know? I really stopped to think about it. It's pretty wild. You've got a non-human organism for a classmate. Well, she's half human. I totally get why people would be scared of or creeped out by or whatever. Heck, I'm still scared. Ah, how about that? We do some research about the whole deal, Rudy. What? Don't you want to figure out all the tricks behind the fire breathing and junk? Could make your life easier. Huh? Oh, even Mada might show some interest. Besides, it'll be loads of fun. Think about it. Dragon research. Gulp. Sure. My hair's my hair's going nuts. You're who are you? It's me, Mikura. Same here. Check me out, cause of all the rain, maybe. Seems more like static to me, with this humidity. Ah ha ha ha! Love that new dude, Ruri. Something all ain't right. Uh oh! Don't tell me. Dragon trait, electric static discharge. Uh oh! Something's going on. We'll find out that next chapter. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to support me by buying merch on my online store, supporting me monthly on my Patreon page, Anime Cartoons. Send me gifts via Throne, or donate directly to PayPal. Thanks for